Hello, welcome to MTG Pro Tutor. I'm Sean Pennard, your host, and today we're opening a Khans of Tarkir booster pack. Let's dive on in and see what we get. Alright, first thing I always do is take out the marketing card, which in this case is a token, the land, and then let's see our rare. Ooh, Hooded Hydra. This is really good. So this is a Snake Hydra for X green green. It enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. And when it dies, you put a 1/1 green snake token, the token we got in this pack, incidentally, onto the battlefield for each +1/+1 counter. And then you can morph it for 5, and if you do, it gets 5 +1/+1 counters. So you can play it face down, and then when it turns face up for 5 mana, it is a 5/5. So that's really good. And then when it dies, you get 5 1/1s, which is also really good. So I really like this card. It's an excellent first pick. It does want you to be green because even its morph cost is double green, but that is a price I am willing to pay because this is an excellent green creature. So let's see what else this pack has to offer. The Einok Tracker is a 3/3 with first strike. It does have morph and it can turn face up for 5 mana. If I'm going to turn something up for 5 mana, I'd rather be the Hooded Hydra. So Einok Tracker is out on this pack. Defiant Strike is a great cantrip. It's a cheap combat trick that lets you draw a card. The idea with these cards is you put them in decks that lets you draw into other cards that you can also play that turn. And if you have enough prowess triggers or enough creatures with prowess, then you can potentially get them really big because you play this card, they pump up, you draw a card that you can also play, and you pump them up again. So that's kind of the idea. It's harder to set that up in limited decks, although we are seeing those kinds of plays in Standard and Modern. So not bad, but still definitely not taking it over Hooded Hydra. Scaldkin is a 2/2 flying for 4 mana, and for 3 mana you can sack it to deal 2 damage to a creature or player. The idea is you can kill a unmorphed morph creature. Bloodfire Expert is a 3/1 with prowess for 3 mana. Smoke Teller is a 2/2 for 2, so right off the bat it's a bear, which is nice. And for 2 mana you can look at target face down creature. So basically your opponent won't have any surprises when they go to unmorph their creatures. Soultide Scavenger, perfectly playable, a 3/3 flying with Delve. That's nice because you can end up casting this card for 3, 2, sometimes even 1 mana. Karud Dreadmaw is a 4/4 defender. I'm not a big fan of this guy. I really haven't found out where it fits. It costs 5 mana, and then for 2 mana you can sack a creature and gain life equal to its toughness. So, Abzad Guide. It's really good. It's a 4/4 with a lifelink, so that really can put you quite ahead as far as life goes because all you have to do is unmorph it, and whether he lives or dies, he gets as long as he deals damage, you get life for it. So the ideal situation is you swing, they don't block, you unmorph it, and then now you just made it 8-point different because they lose 4, you gain 4, and that's a big deal. Tusked Colossadon, not too impressed. It's just a 6/5 vanilla creature. Tranquil Cove, the dual lands are quite nice. This one happens to be an allied pair, so it's not as good as an enemy pair, but still, the dual lands are great for fixing your mana. Chief of the Scale. I have got a lot of Chief of the Scales in the last few days, and no Chief of the Edge, which is interesting. So Chief of the Scale gives other warriors +0/+1, and he is, of course, a warrior himself. Seek the Horizon for 4 mana. Search your library for up to 3 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. So this is great in 5-color decks. In fact, you could easily first pick this card and then still end up going into a 5-color deck. If our rare wasn't so good, this might be in the running, but I'm definitely going to take a creature over this card, especially when that creature is Hooded Hydra. Or rather, I'm going to take our specific creature over this card. Nomad Outpost, our last uncommon, is the Mardu Triland. So it comes into play tapped, but then it also can tap for 3 different colors. So not bad. I do like those tri-lands. However, hands down, the best card that we're going to take in this pack is the Hooded Hydra. So there you have it. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Please feel free to leave a comment below. I'm Sean Penrod, and we'll see you in the next pack.